Hey guys, what's up? Righteous Gains here. I got another weekly update for you guys. I'm kind of yelling because I forgot to use my other phone again, which I like to use to hook up to my microphone. So you just got my normal microphone, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna try to talk loudly so you can hear me fine. So, weekly update. This is gonna be, I believe, week number 2 of the cut. So, how am I doing? Well, last week I came in at 204.4, I believe. It was like 15.1% body fat. And then my muscle was, I think, 48.4. I think that was wrong, by the way. But it's 48 point something. And then I weighed myself earlier at the beginning of this week, and I was 204.4 again. But I was 15% body fat, 48.7% muscle. Then I weighed myself this morning, and I was 206, okay? And 50.3% body fat, 48.5% muscle. And so, yeah, now, the thing is the body's weight can fluctuate within like 2 to 5 pounds, and that's pretty normal. Maybe I just ate more salt the day before and it made me retain more water. Who knows? I guess I'll just go. So, I'm not sure, right? It might have been just that. But that being said, I know that the first 2 weeks of this cut, my plan was to just stay maintenance calories and walk every day, right? A mile every day, which is more than I was doing before. So I should still lose some pounds, right? And being honest, when I was in my bulk or my main gaining, I failed to do my maintenance calories all the time. So, that's something which I was like, going into maintenance calories will actually probably be a little bit of a deficit. Maintenance according to what MyFitnessPal has calculated for me, right? So that is, which is about 2,500 calories. Okay. Here I go. I hate roundabouts. Anyway, I don't hate roundabouts. I just hate it when I can't tell what the other person's gonna do. I actually like roundabouts in a way, sometimes. Anyway, sorry that I was distracted. So the problem is I lost a little bit of weight, but I kind of gained it back, and it could just be weight fluctuation. But I think it kind of is an indicator, and I'm taking it as a sign that I should move forward with my original plan. And what was my original plan? I was going to reduce my calories after 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks, I just wanted to maintain calorie amount, and then lower or increase my activity. See how far I could get with that, and then if I was making great progress still by the end of the second week, I might extend it a week or two. But the fact that I went up, and I could blame it on salt or whatever, but if the walking was doing a good enough job, then it probably should have combated that. So that's a sign to me, okay, let's drop the calories. So now I'm going into phase two of my cut, which is where I'm going to be walking a mile every day, but I'm not going to be dropping 300 calories every day, okay? So if I'm eating about 2,500 calories every day right now, that would mean I'm going to be at 2,200 calories, right? That's my goal. And then we'll see what happens next week, week of doing that. And my goal is probably just to go with that for the next month. So just the next 4 weeks, I want to try to just go off of a 2,200 calorie and a mile to walk day kind of diet, and see how that goes, right? So yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think. PR wise, I don't think I had any. Well, I'm gonna mention it. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the last video or not, but I'm gonna mention it right now anyway. I had a PR on the leg press for 495 pounds, 8 reps, which was sick. That felt really good. And now I think I'm gonna go on to my last bit that I think I want to share with y'all, which is that I'm considering changing up something about my workout plan. I decided to do a push-pull leg PPL split, which honestly these first 2 weeks I'm loving it. I'm really liking it. it was always, I remember I had problems with it in the past because I always felt like I was not giving enough emphasis to my arms or my shoulders or some part of my body. I was like, no, I feel like I'm not giving enough emphasis to that part of my body because of the PPO. So I went and just kind of did my own thing. But I kind of realized now I was just really, really small-minded and thinking like, oh, I saw some influencer talk about their PPL split, and I did exactly those exercises, right? You can do a PPL and adjust it according to your goals. You don't have to do bench, squat, and then pull-ups, and like that's like the only things you do for each day, right? For your push-pull leg. You can adjust it. So for example, I decided, well, for my push day, I'll just have, for example, I'm really focused right now on my pushing, my overhead pressing, because I want to get my shoulders strong. I want to get a solid handstand, which takes more strength and balance. But that also takes, I also want to get a handstand press, handstand push-up, which just takes a lot of overhead pressing, right? So I've been doing a lot of emphasis on that for a long time now, unfortunately. And now I just realized, on the push-pull leg, on my push day, I'll just have more overhead pressing movements. Now I'm still doing a chest movement. Anyway, I just realized I couldn't hit all the marks, you know what I mean? And that's something I've had to learn with time. Sometimes I was like, oh, I want to do this to work on my pull-ups, I want to do this to work on my handstands, I want to do this to work on my, Nordic curls. I had all these goals and I still have them, but I've slowly come to learn from watching other people as well that, like, you can, it's kind of hard, even though they're all different days, it's hard to try to get all of these things at once. You kind of need to give a focus on one thing at a time and then kind of put the other muscles kind of like on maintenance stat, So for example, if I want to get, this is what I'm doing with my pushing day. If I want to get a strong handstand push-up, so I got to do a lot of overhead pressing movements and handstand practicing. I may not be doing a lot of, just standard flat pressing, as much as I would like, or I might have, for example, I also have a goal where I want to do a dip with 45-pound plate for reps. I'm not there yet. I can do it with 25 pounds, but I'm not there yet. And so that's my goal, But I'm realizing, okay, those are both push things. If I try to go hard on both movements, I'm going to run out of time, how do I say it? I don't have the energy, it takes a lot to be able to work and try to get both simultaneously. So I've come to the point where I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to focus on, overhead pressing for now. And I'm still doing dips, but I'm not doing weighted dips. And I'm just doing 3 sets of 10. And I'm pushing, right? But I'm not doing multiple just chest exercises trying to get that. I'm not doing a bunch of just tricep exercises to get that. It's kind of like on maintenance phase right now. And I'm pretty sure I'm still going to progress with the dips, but I'm not going full bore on that. That was a bit of a tangent. I apologize. So yeah, there's that. And then the last thing is, I think going off of that idea, I'm considering doing a PPL still, but doing more of a push-pull legs. And then the idea is you're supposed to repeat it a second time in the week, so you go 6 days a week. I might do push-pull legs, push-pull, and then I might do a technique day. So I might be putting only legs. That's classic gym bro thing, right? Doing legs just once a week, or rarely, avoiding leg day. That's the joke. But I think I want to do that. I think because honestly, I want to get I like my legs. I like how strong they are. I want to get stronger. But I'm starting to realize, Nordic curls are not the certain movement. Everyone has their goals. I want to get the calisthenic movements down. Nordic curls are a really cool calisthenic movement, but it's not my priority right now because I feel like it's not as hard to get as some of the bigger ones like muscle ups, handstand push-ups, handstand in general, weighted dips, the upper body movements. There's a lot more focus in that. And I want to get those. And I'm realizing that I've been trying to do practicing handstands for like a solid year at least. And I don't feel like I've progressed all that much. And it's kind of bugging me. And I think it's because I haven't given as much of an emphasis to practicing handstands. I usually just do like 2 handstand attempts against the wall at the end of every workout. And I'm like, that's not enough. Of course I'm not progressing. So I have progressed, but I really should be farther along. So I think I'm going to put legs days to once a week, and then like Saturdays, I'm going to do a technique day where I'm doing a lot of handstand practice, some crow poses, practicing against the wall, facing away, facing against the wall. I don't have a routine down set yet, but I think that's what I want to do. And I think it will be less mentally taxing because leg day is very taxing. Sometimes I go into leg day and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to push it, but I'm not going to like go insane. I don't know what it is, but I never can. It's funny. It's actually a cool thing. I always go into leg day like, okay, I'm going to go to leg day, but man, I'm not feeling it. I'm just going to go. I'm going to push, but I'm not going to try to go psychotic. But like after like my first set of like leg press or something, I'm always like, I'm going to go psychotic. Anyway, that was distracting, but let me just wrap it up for you guys. I do have a scripture for you. This is going to be Doctrine and Covenants, chapter 31, verse 9. Be patient in afflictions, rail not against those that revile. Govern your house in meekness and be steadfast. There you go, guys. Take it and think about it. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.